Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to create this responsive travel website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now let's go through the website. Right now we are in the home section. You can see the about, services, tour and contact. You can see the glass morphism type navbar here, and you can see the login button, and you can see the hover effect on it, and you can see we have added date, year and time for searching. Then we added the boxes to let know the information about the total customers, years of experience, total destinations and average rating. You can see how neatly we have overlined with our home page image, and you can see the box shadow effect clearly giving a professional look to your website. Then we can go to the next section. Here you can see the hover effect on the image as well as the box shadow effect around the image and curved images also. And next we can go to the one click for you. You can see here, find your destination. You can see I have added the icons here, and then we can go to the tourist destinations. You can see we have added the hover effect as well as we have included the star as for the rating, and we have given the name here. You can see clearly a very professional website. Then we have the blog section. You can see the hover effect and information, and you can see the box shadow effect around it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, giving a very 3D look on hover. Then you can see the footer element. You can see the hover effect on them, and you can see the submit as well as the social media icons. So this entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. It is a very beginner friendly project, but a very professional project that you can add into your uh, professional resume for your recruiting purposes. It will be a very good impression to your recruiter. And this entire website is responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Now let's go through the mobile version. Show you the mobile version of the website. You can see this is the mobile version of the website, and you can see the menu bar on the top bar. You can see how neatly aligned menu bar we have. Then you can go to the next section. You can see perfectly aligned each and every section, each and every image is perfectly aligned with the screen size of the particular device. That is nothing but the responsive web design, which is one of the very important web design concepts that everybody should learn about, because it gives a very professional look to a website as well as it gives a very good opinion to the recruiter that you are also making sure that your website is also available in all other devices like tab, mobile, laptop, desktop. This is one of the best features that any website builder or any web developer should have. And if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. There are a lot of tutorials available on the YouTube channel. A lot of personal portfolio websites are there, food websites are there, restaurant websites are there, travel websites are there, entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript and React JS also. So entirely front-end development is available on my channel, YouTube channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to create this responsive travel website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now let's go through the website. Right now we are in the home section. You can see the about, services, tour and contact. You can see the glass morphism type navbar here, and you can see the login button, and you can see the hover effect on it, and you can see we have added date, year and time for searching. Then we added the boxes to let know the information about the total customers, years of experience, total destinations and average rating. You can see how neatly we have overlined with our home page image, and you can see the box shadow effect clearly giving a professional look to your website. Then we can go to the next section. Here you can see the hover effect on the image as well as the box shadow effect around the image and curved images also. And next we can go to the one click for you. You can see here, find your destination. You can see I have added the icons here, and then we can go to the tourist destinations. You can see we have added the hover effect as well as we have included the star as for the rating, and we have given the name here. You can see clearly a very professional website. Then we have the blog section. You can see the hover effect and information, and you can see the box shadow effect around it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, giving a very 3D look on hover. Then you can see the footer element. You can see the hover effect on them, and you can see the submit as well as the social media icons. So this entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. It is a very beginner friendly project, but a very professional project that you can add into your uh, professional resume for your recruiting purposes. It will be a very good impression to your recruiter. And this entire website is responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Now let's go through the mobile version. Show you the mobile version of the website. You can see this is the mobile version of the website, and you can see the menu bar on the top bar. You can see how neatly aligned menu bar we have. Then you can go to the next section. You can see perfectly aligned each and every section, each and every image is perfectly aligned with the screen size of the particular device. That is nothing but the responsive web design, which is one of the very important web design concepts that everybody should learn about, because it gives a very professional look to a website as well as it gives a very good opinion to the recruiter that you are also making sure that your website is also available in all other devices like tab, mobile, laptop, desktop. This is one of the best features that any website builder or any web developer should have. And if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. There are a lot of tutorials available on the YouTube channel. A lot of personal portfolio websites are there, food websites are there, restaurant websites are there, travel websites are there, entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript and React JS also. So entirely front-end development is available on my channel, YouTube channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So now let's go through each and every slide. Right now we are in the home section, the navbar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav links, skills, contact and download CV button. Then you can see the text, and you can see the space between each and how they are aligned perfectly, and you can see the hover effect, and by using the border radius we are able to have this curve at the edges. It is a CSS. Then you can see how we aligned the frame boxes with three align on by using the position absolute. The next we have is our about section. You can see in the about section we have used ion icons. We have used them to display here, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and you can see the position. By using the position value, how we are aligning the images one on the another, and how they are aligned at particular positions of the on the website. Then we have the portfolio section, and you can see the hover effect on it. Zoom in, and you can see the button here, view project button, and you can implement as many projects as you want. Then we have the my skills section, and by using the bar, this is done by using CSS and HTML, and by that we are able to showcase how much percentage of proficiency that we have in the particular uh, skill that we are in. You can see 95% in HTML, JavaScript 90%. This is one of the ways to showcase your skills by using HTML and CSS. We have done that. Now you can see the contact me form. You can see the focus, the background around the button, how neatly we have aligned it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, as well as we have integrated the ion icons into our website. You can see phone, email, and the hover effect on the email ID and mobile number. Then this is the terms and conditions, and to go back to the top, you can click on this button so that we will be moved back to the starting page. So we have this entire website is responsive, that is it is also available in mobile and tab version. Let me show you that. So this is the desktop version that we have seen now, and now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version of the website. You can see how neatly they are aligned in the mobile screen size, based on mobile screen size, and you can see the menu bar here. This is the menu bar, and you can see how we are able to move from one tab to the another tab, that is one section to the another section, by clicking on the menu element. And we have you can see how the smooth animation effect, and everything is aligned perfectly. The source code is available in the description. If you want to create such amazing projects and learn web development, definitely try to visit the channel and try to build these projects on your own. The source code is also available for any queries. You can go through the source code and try to learn how I have aligned all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for creating such an amazing website. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching this. The full tutorials, line by line code explanations are available on my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's try to we'll go through line by line code. So this is the website that we are going to build. So now let's go through the index.html file. And you can see in the head section we have the meta tag for SEO purposes, and then we have the title tag for giving the title to the website, that is responsive box portfolio website. Then we have linked our fav icon, then we linked our style.css file to the style.css file using the link tag, and we have integrated linked Google API, Google static, and as well as font family, Google font family opens. You can see here. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section, we are in the header section. In the header section, we have the main container that we have the logo by using the anchor tag and as well as h1 heading element. Then we have button tag for this is for the mobile version, that is for the menu icon. So when in the mobile version, we don't have lot space like the desktop version, so we will be hiding the menu bar, and we will call it into the website whenever we click on that menu button. So that menu outline button is here, and we have two buttons. One is menu outline button and other is close outline button, which is the cross button to close the menu bar. Then we have the navbar. The navbar we have another list. Another list has list items. List item, in each and every list item we have an anchor tag. Anchor tag with an hash reference to that particular section. So whenever we click on this home section, it will move to the home, because here we referred H reference is given to the home section. So such a way we have about portfolio skills contact and as well as download CV button. Then the header section completes here. So now we will go through the CSS. As we will go through the CSS too. Here we are in the CSS file. This is the root element. Root element is nothing but whenever what all the values that you want to reuse in the entire website, those values can be given here by giving them some name to it, and we can call this value by using the var element. Like you can see here, box shadow var manti. So like that way you can call the values into your any section of the code. So default all the values can be given here by giving them some name. We have given colors, then font families, and then we have font sizes, then we have font width. FW means font width. Then we have radius. Then we have section padding, then shadow and transition effects. We have all of these values which we have given in here. Then we can go to the default values, that is margin is 0, padding is 0, box sizing is border box, and for every list item we have default list values, that is default it will have a dot in front of it, or star or one value will be presented over there. So we don't want those list default values, default decoration values to be there. So then that is the reason we are using list style equal to none. Then we have anchor tag. For a similar way to the anchor tag, whenever you use in the website, we will color it, it will come in blue color and it will have an underscore. To remove those decoration styles, we use text decoration is none and color is inherent. Then we have for the anchor tag image span input strong button text area and ion icon displays block is given to them. And for the image height is auto. These are all default values that we will give to the any item that we are including in the website. For those, these are the default values. Next, ion icons are the one we are using in this website. For them, we are adding the color as white. You can see button input, text area, background is none, border is one, font is inherent. Then button, cursor pointer, text area as well as input width is 100% is given. Address, these are all our default values, font size, values. And for the body, this is the main body section. For that, we are giving background color and color, font size, line height. Line height is nothing but you can see in the home section the gap between each and every the gap between line to line is nothing but the line height. Then we have focus visible. WebKit scroll bar is nothing but how we can include the scroll bar also to your website. Like we have integrated this VS Code, you can see towards the right hand side we have a scroll bar, and by whenever we hover onto it, we can see the change in color, that it will come to a little bit light color. That is nothing but with scroll bar thumb hover. So whenever we hover, we get light color on the scroll bar. Next we have is container. For that we are giving a padding line, and for the button we are taking color is white, then font family is given to it, font size, font weight, max weight is max content. So whatever the content size, you can see here higher means small content, so we have small information, the size of the button is small. Download CVs takes more space, so we have big sized button. That is how we give max width is equal to max content. So whatever the content is, based on that the value will be given to it. And border radius is 50 pixel, and you can see by giving border radius 50 pixel, we have curved edges to the buttons both at both ends. Then you can go button primary is blue in color and button primary blue hover. Whenever we hover on it, we get an orange color to it. And image cover values are given. Section subtitle. Section subtitle are the headings. Next we have is H2 H3 elements. For heading elements, we are given color, font family, font weight, and line height is given to them. H2 H3 elements are having different font sizes. Then we can go to the header section. You can see header section, header position is fixed. That is the reason it is fixed at the top of the entire desktop. Padding block is 15 pixel. Then we have width is 100%, background color is given to it, height, box shadow, overflow is hidden, transition zoom index is equal to 4. You can see the header which is fixed on the top of the website. Next we have header nav active. For it, we have height is 335 pixel, transition duration is 0.3 second. Header container displays flex, justify content is a space between align item to center. So this container is nothing but the container is the one which holds the nav bar. You can see div container. In this container only we have the logo, we have the buttons, and we have the entire nav bar and download CV also. So what we are doing is that we are giving display flex, justify content is space between. Because of that, we are having the both details are having the space between them and they are aligned exactly at the center of the header section. Next, logo. For the logo, we are giving color, font family, and font size. Then nav toggle button, this nav toggle button, close button, the display will be none to it. And whenever we're gonna click, this is for the mobile version, right? So in the mobile version, we don't have large space. You can see like we will be having this much small space like the portfolio master. You can see this how we are giving information here on the left side. So this will be the font size. So we cannot have the entire navbar to be displayed on the top because it will take a lot of space. So we don't have that space. So what we are doing, we are not keep an equal menu icon like I'm hovering onto this button. Here we will be having a menu icon, and whenever we click on that menu icon, what will happen is that it will trigger a JavaScript code. You can see here. So whenever we are taking const header, we are calling the header, referring the header here by creating a const header, and we are creating nav data toggle button over here. That button is nothing but you can see here is nav toggle button. So here these are the buttons that we are gonna use. The menu button for opening the menu bar, close outline button is to close the menu bar. So what will happen whenever these both are referred and event listener is added. So whenever click on the button, it will add now the active list to the header, and this the splash list will be added to it by calling an active link to it. So what will happen, it will display the menu bar in the, because you can see here right now what we are doing, we are keeping nav toggle button, close button as displays none, so it will be invisible to us. And whenever you click on those button, whenever you click on the button in the menu bar, then add event listener will work, and it will listen the click button, then it will add nav active and active button to it, because of which the display will become blocked. That means the menu bar will display uh, in the mobile. So we have navbar, position is absolute, top is 65 pixel, left is 0, width is 100%, position and given visibility is hidden. So this is what happens. So whenever it will add nav active, right? Whenever nav active is added to the header section, the visibility will become visible. So then only we will see the nav bar, because we have visibility is hidden. So whenever we click on this button, whenever we click on the menu button, it will trigger the JavaScript code, it will listen the code, and then it will add nav active to it. And what does nav active will do? Nav active will be adding visibility equal to visible. So that then the menu icon will be menu bar will be displayed in the mobile section. For the nav link, we are giving the font sizes. These are very basic ones, and you can know all of them. Nav link hover color change is there for the nav link. So whenever you hover onto this nav elements, the color of them will change into orange color. The nav button orange, we are adding background color is orange. Margin block start 15 pixel. You can see it is in orange color. Then we can go to the hero section. So now let's go to the hero section. The hero section completes here. In the hero section, you can see we have main div, that is container. Then we have another div to have the hero banner. Image is added to here, and we have adding the all the information that we are having there. You can see we are adding this 5 years of experience and 500 plus projects done by using by doing this by adding div elements. Here you can see I'm using two paragraph elements inside a div, and similar way I am doing it for the projects also. Then we have another div for hero content div. In the hero content div, I am giving the information about by using span and strong. These two tags, I'm using these two tags to give information about what I do, and paragraph element to give information. Then we have another div element for our buttons. One is for hire me and one is for about me button by using the anchor elements. You can see, let's go to the state. Let's go to the style of CSS file. So here you can see that we are using hero section. For the hero section, we are adding the background image, background repeat, no repeat, background size is given, color and minimum height is given. Display date, place items is center. You can see both elements are added exactly at the center of the website. Then we have hero banner. For the hero banner, we are giving width, height is given, background color is given, border radius, margin line, margin block and is given to them. And for the image, we are giving border radius inherent, and hero content external is center, color is white. Now you can see the entire text is in white color, and they are aligned exactly the center for this particular section. Then hero title strong elements, we are adding the information, and button group is nothing but display flex. Desktop is wrap, justify content is center, align item is center, and gap is 10 pixel. You can see both of them have gap of 10 pixel and they are aligned exactly at the center. That is exactly at the center of this particular domain. And then go to the about section. So this is the about section. So in the about section, we have main div, that is container div. Then we have figure div. In the figure div, we have images, portfolio images that we have, and then we have another div for adding our skills that we are most fond of. That is, I am using ion icons to specify CSS3, JavaScript, as well as logo React. Then I am having about content, another div. In that div, I am adding by using the paragraph h2 elements, I am adding the information about me. And when adding an anchor tag to add my portfolio, to view my portfolio button, and whenever you click on this button, we will move to the portfolio section because I have added h reference to it. So you can see the about me section. Here is the about me section, and you can see how images are hovering onto each other by the positions, and this is the one we are building. You can go through the CSS now. You can see it displays none. Then about padding is 120 pixel. About banner, we are having a background color. Border radius is given to it. Margin block is 30 pixel. And for image cover, we are giving border radius inherent. And about these section title, section subtitle, section text, text name is left. You can see all these values. We are using section title, section subtitle, section text. All these values should be aligned exactly towards the left hand side. So you can see everything is aligned towards this side. Because in this section, for the about me text section, we want all of the data to align towards the left side. You can see the linear way. There is no gap. There is no discontinuity. That is added by doing this text line is on like this. Then we have section title, section n. We are giving margin block n, which is 30 pixel. You can see the gap between them. Then we have the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, we can go to the portfolio section. We have main div, that is container. Then we have paragraph element for portfolio heading. Then host element for my amazing designs. Then paragraph element to add some more information. Then we have unordered list. In the unordered list, we have list item, and each list item has an anchor tag, anchor element with the uh, image for the portfolio. Then paragraph tag for the name, and history for the name of the website, and span element to view project, as well as we are adding an arrow forward icon by using the iron icon. The same code is copied again for 4 times for 4 projects. You can have different URLs you can add here to change the product and change information of that particular product for a particular project. The portfolio section here. So this is the portfolio section. This is the only one section we have here. There's one list item. You can see section title, section subtitle, margin block in this 18 and 80 pixel. You can see here both are aligned towards the left hand side. Then we have portfolio listed displays grid. Gap is 60 pixel. Each and every grid will having 60 pixel of gap in each and every section. Then we have portfolio card. For that, we are adding the background color, grid functions, font values, border radius. You can see the border radius here also. The curved edges is nothing but because of the border adding border radius, we are getting curved edges to the portfolio image. Then for the margin left line, start is auto for the last child. Then we have portfolio card subtitle. For that, we are adding card title. We are adding the maximum max width. Then we have button link. The button link is nothing but you can see here in the view project. We have an arrow. This is the button link. Here we are adding the style to it. And display flex. Align items is centers because we want both the name as well as the icon to be placed exactly in the same direction, the same line. So we are added display flex. Align items is center. Text transform is uppercase, and we also given color and font size to the icon. You can see we are given orange color. You can see orange color to the icon. Next we have the skill section. You can go to the skill section. This is the skill section. We have the main div as container. Then we have paragraph element for my skills heading. Then we have h2 for adding the heading. Then we add paragraph element to add some more information. Then we have an order list. An order list, and for this unordered list we are adding list item, and each and every list item has a div, that is wrapper, and each div has, there are two divs inside them. HT element to write the name, and data element to add the percentage, that is 95%. This value is used to showcase the percentage of proficiency that you have. Let me show you to you in the image. You can see here the 95 percentage is, this is how you create this percentage in the CSS by using the by using the HTML CSS. In the HTML we will mention the amount of percentage that we are good at. You can see 95%, the value is given as 95%, and you can see for the wrapper we are giving width equal to 95. This is how you mention the width of the particular bar, and by mentioning that particular bar width, that is nothing but the proficiency in that particular one. You have 95%, so I'm giving 95%. A similar code is copied again for 4 times, for the 6 times, for 6 skills that are given, and for each one we are changing the width value as well as the value, as well as for the width value the style for the wrapper element. You can go to the style.css file. In the skill section, the title and section text is given, they are aligned exactly at the center, and below it we are giving the margin to them. Then we have section list, which is displays grid, and gap is 25 pixel. You can see they are aligned in a grid format with a gap of 25 pixel each. Then we have wrapper. For the wrapper we are adding displays flex, justify content is space between, align items is center. You can see the wrapper is this one, the HTML, and the 95 percentage, this line is nothing but the wrapper. Then we have, because we are adding space between, you can see HTML is at 1 end, 95% is at 1 end. When section title and section data, we are giving color, font is font value, and for the skills progress box, we are giving background color, height is 8 pixel, and border radius is given to it. Because of the border radius only, we have this curved cylindrical bar to us. Skill progress, we are giving background color, and border radius is infrared. Height is 100%. Next, we can go to the contact section. In the contact section, you can see the contact section. We have main container div, and then we have another div, that is contact card div. In that paragraph element, HTML element is used for the heading. Then we have div as wrapper. Inside div we have form for inputting input elements, for text, email. Then we have text area for adding message. Then we have button element for the send message button. Then we always try to have the type function type first. If the user doesn't provide the required information that you want, then it will show as a type as an error in the website itself, so that the user can mention. Because if you keep type equal to email, if the user doesn't provide at the date gmail.com or email.com, it will show as an error, so the user can correct it, and it will enter the proper data. So definitely try to use the type in the form. Then we have another list for contact list event information, like our address in one div, and then we have another div in the list item, similar way that we are copying the first list item. And in that also we are using div for icon as the mail icon. Then we have in the another div we are giving the information by using S3 as email, and then we are using the anchor tag to mention the email ID. Similar way we are doing it for the phone also. Then we can go to the contact CSS. For that, background color is given, padding, border radius is given to it. You can see this card here, because the contact card has a background to it. You can see the contact card. Then that card is in card format, and for that we're giving padding as well as border radius is given to it. And because of the border radius, we have the curved edges to the contact card. Then for the contact card, we have subtitle. For that, we're adding the colors as well as font size. Then we are adding text. And the text time is towards the left. You can see towards the left hand side, the text is moved. not towards the center, not towards the right, towards the left hand side. So you can see how they are aligned towards the left hand side, straight line. Then we have contact form. Then we have contact input. For each and every input value, we are adding background color is given to that, border radius is given to them. You can see the border radius, small curved edges to the input elements. And for the text area also, then we have placeholder that is color is given to them. That is nothing but you can see the faded color name, email and message. Then we have button submit. Button for the button submit, we are giving the same values of the button. You can see here, whenever we hold on to this button, the send button, send the message text will get orange color and the background will change into white color. That is given here because we are hovering onto the button, we are changing the color as well as the background color. Then we have contact item flex center. You can see this flex center is nothing but this is the one, the address, email and phone. For that we are adding flex as center, so they are aligned exactly the center in the box. Next we have contact icon. For the icon and giving background color, then I'm giving font size, padding and border radius. That then we can go to the contact link, that whenever we hover onto it, it will show white color. You can see for the email as well as for the phone, whenever you hover onto this email ID and phone number, it will change color into bright white color. Then we have the footer section. You can see the footer section. Inside we have main div, that is container div. Then we have paragraph element for all right result. Then we have another list for terms of condition by using restart element and anchor tag to have two terms of condition as privacy policy. Then we have another anchor tag outside of the footer for top, back to top button. Whenever you click on this button, it will move back to the starting page. First, let's go to the footer element. Footer background color is given to it, padding is given, copyright. Copyright is nothing but the name that we are giving here. Max width is max content, margin is auto. Then we have copyright link. And for that, we are using display as inline block and transition is given to them. Then we have copyright link hover. So whenever we hover onto those links, then the color will change into white color. And that is footer list, mass content and auto. Then footer list displays inline block, margin is given to them. Then you can see footer link, whenever you hold onto the color will change. This back to top button is nothing but, so when in the website we are adding an anchor tag for back to top. So whenever you click on it, it will go to the top because we are giving anchor tag h reference is top. So this top h reference is nothing but, you can see here in the starting page for the body element we are giving id equal to top. So it will move, it is referring to this position. So whenever you click on this button, whenever you click on this anchor tag back to top anchor tag, it will move back to the starting page. For that, we are adding the styles of CSS here. You can see color, font size is given, position is fixed. Bottom towards the right hand side, you can see it at this particular end of the website. You can see the back to top button. And whenever the back to top button is active, after you can see right equal to -5 pixel, opacity is 1, visibility is visible, then it will be visible to whenever we are in the home section, that is in the first section of the website, it will be invisible to us. It will not be shown in the website. And whenever we move to the next section, like in the about section, then we will be able to see that because we will add it add to button to it back to top. Then we have after effect. And for the after effect, top equal to 10 pixel, left equal to calculate 100%. We move to the top side for first slide whenever we add after effect tool. So you can see the script here, that is the JavaScript function that gives you that. Here is the one. So back to top, we are referring to the data back to top. Here you can see the query element back to top. So we are referring here in the JavaScript, and we are creating a constant as back to top. Back top button, and whatever we are doing, we are using the windows add event listener, and whenever you scroll, just think that right now I am in the home section, so it is not necessary to showcase the back to top button. So whenever I am scrolling down to the next section, then the windows scroll will go into 100, it will move out, and because of that it will add active list to it. Active list, what it will do, the active list, the active will make visibility visible, and that means it will showcase back to top button towards your right hand side. right hand side, and uh, if you show you to the right hand side, and whenever you click on that button, back to top button, because we are adding the h reference to it, you can see we are adding the h reference here, but we are simply adding the h reference that is to the top, will be moved back to the starting page of the position. That is done here. Next, we can go to the responsive media query. So until now, we have seen the mobile version. For the mobile version, we have done all the coding up to now. And for increasing the values, we are going to increase the values for the desktop or tab version, where larger size in versions. Minimum width is 600. From the 600 pixel onwards, these values will be applied to them because we are adding edited media to it. Then we can say we know it is 768. This is 768 and above. That is for the tab version, and above desktop version. We are adding these changes. Responsive web design is nothing. If you are able to make one end, you have to make either it can be desktop end or towards the mobile end. Make one version completely. Then change those values according to the size of it. You can use the Chrome. By using the Chrome inspect function also, you can be able to know how much amount of value if you have changed. Like font size is too big for the mobile version, so let me reduce this font size. The images are aligning in the horizontal side. I want them to be aligned in the vertical direction because they should be displayed in the mobile version. I don't want them to be go outside of the mobile version, so it looks bad. So to make that, we are going to make display grid. Then flex direction, we are grid or flex direction we are using. Then display flex, then we are using flex direction column. So all the values will be aligned in the column direction, that is towards the vertical direction. Such values are changed. So there is nothing difficulty in doing anything, but first you have to master a way that you have to complete perfectly either mobile version or desktop version. Then you can change the values. These all values you can see. Grid template column, we are using one. Uh, Only one will be displayed in the desktop version. In the mobile version, it will display lot. Then we can see 992. This is for the main desktop version. You can see the font size values are changing towards the 6.4, 3.5, because we in the desktop version we want the data to be in huge, right, in big case, so that we can be able to see them perfectly. So for that purpose only we are changing the font size values to higher values. Then you can see the container nav toggle button, because we don't want nav toggle button to be visible in the desktop version. We only want it to be visible in the mobile version, so that whenever we click on it, the menu bar can be visible. So we are using displays none. You can see these are values are very simple values. The changes will take place only in the display. You can see display flex, align items to center. We are aligning all those values in center. Uh, in the mobile version, we cannot have the entire navbar in the mobile top bar. So that is the reason we are hiding it towards the left hand side or towards the right hand side, using hidden using after we are doing it. That is one of the CSS important things before and after. Display functions like flex, grid. Then you also need to learn position values. That is position absolute, position is relative. These are the main topics in CSS. They give a lot of knowledge to you. It will give your website very responsive and very important topics are these only. So these all values will change. You can see left, bottom, small changes are there. That is only value changes will be there. We are not adding any new content here. Only value changes will be there to them. And display values will change from a column to in the column direction to horizontal direction, because in the row direction because right now we are in the desktop version, right? So we have a lot of space, so we want them to align in the row direction itself. You can see display grid with template column is given and align items is center. You can see these all values, they are just small change in values. That's all. We are not adding any new values to it. We are just changing the values based on the size of the screen. So that's all. This is the entire website that we're gonna build. This is the home section. This is the about section. Then we have the portfolio section and skill section. Then we have the contact section. Then go back to the home. So if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. It takes really lot of time and efforts for explaining you, for creating this website, and for also explaining this website line by line code. Definitely try to let me know if you have any suggestions in the comment section. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So now let's go through each and every slide. Right now we are in the home section, the navbar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav links, skills, contact and download CV button. Then you can see the text and you can see the space between each and how they are aligned perfectly, and you can see the hover effect, and by using the border radius we are able to have this curve at the edges. It is a CSS. Then you can see how we aligned the frame boxes with three align on by using the position absolute. Next we have is our about section. You can see in the about section we have used ion icons. We have used them to display here, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and you can see the position. By using the position value, we are aligning the images one on the another, and how they are aligned at particular positions of the on the website. Then we have the portfolio section, and you can see the hover effect on it. Zoom in, and you can see the button here, view project button, and you can implement as many projects as you want. Then we have the my skills section, and by using the bar, this is done by using CSS and HTML, and by that we are able to showcase how much percentage of proficiency that we have in the particular uh, skill that we are in. You can see 95% in HTML, JavaScript 90%. This is one of the ways to showcase your skills by using HTML and CSS. We have done that. Now you can see the contact me form. You can see the focus, the background around the button, how neatly we have aligned it, and you can see the hover effect on the button, as well as we have integrated the ion icons into our website. You can see phone, email, and the hover effect on the email ID and mobile number. Then this is the terms and conditions, and to go back to the top you can click on this button so that we will be moved back to the starting page. So we have this entire website is responsive, that is it is also available in mobile and tab version. Let me show you that. So this is the desktop version that we have seen now, and now let's go to the mobile version. This is the mobile version of the website. You can see how neatly they are aligned in the mobile screen size, based on mobile screen size, and you can see the menu bar here. This is the menu bar, and you can see how we are able to move from one tab to the another tab, that is one section to the another section, by clicking on the menu element. And we have you can see how the smooth animation effect, and everything is aligned perfectly. The source code is available in the description. If you want to create such amazing projects and learn web development, definitely try to visit the channel and try to build these projects on your own. The source code is also available for any queries. You can go through the source code and try to learn how I have aligned all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for creating such an amazing website. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching this. The full tutorials, line by line code explanations are available on my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now we are in the nav bar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav elements, and you can see the hover effect on the button, that is contact me button, and we have download CV button. Next you can see how we have aligned the data perfectly by having a proper space between them by using margin bottom. Then we have the social media icons. You can see the hover effect, the skills that we are good at, And next, in the next section, you can see this is our service section, and whenever you hover onto it, the background color will change, as well as the icon color also will change from black to orange. You can see that. Next we have the freelance uh, uh, part. Then we have our clients, and you can switch from one client to another client reviews. You can also call that testimonials section. Then we have the projects. Recent projects, you can see the hover effect on them. Next we have our blog. See the hover effect. You see the image perfectly aligned, exactly the center, and you can see the box effect like the 3D box. Next we have our contact form. Our contact form, our icons, and send message button. You can see the social media icons and copyright. This website is entirely responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile version. Let me show you it. Show it to you. So this is the mobile version. You can see how neatly we have aligned each and every section. It's aligned perfectly for the mobile size. And you can see the bar also. You can see by clicking on it, we have the menu bar. This website source code is available in the description. Definitely try to build this project, and if you want full tutorials are also available in the YouTube channel of our channel. And if you want to learn web development, definitely try to build this project. All the source codes are available in the description, and the tutorials also line by line code tutorials also available in the website, available in the YouTube channel of my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. And entire project is built using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Ion icons are used, and the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's go through the line by line code for making this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So right now we are in the index.html file. You can see this. And right now we are in the head section. We have the meta tags. Then we have the title tag. We have title tag for the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio website. Then we have linked our Google API and Google font families, as well as we have linked JavaScript delivery. This is one of the JavaScript libraries that we have, and we have also linked the style.css file. You can see here, this is the style.css file. This is the style.css file. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section, we have the first div, that is site main wrapper. This is the first starting form, and we are having the button element. In that button element, we are using image tag to have hamburger svg file. Then we have another div, that is, this is for the mobile nav bar. For the mobile nav bar, we are creating this. We are having a button with times svg, which is nothing but the menu icon, you can say. Then we have another list for the list items, that is our nav elements, nav links, about, services, testimonial, and work. Then we have our header tag. In the header tag, we have the main container. Inside the container, we have the main navbar for the desktop, and in that navbar we have a div for having the logo svg. Then we have another div for having the anchor elements for each and every section, that is home, about, service, testimonial, and work. And we are referring, h reference is nothing but when whatever the hashtag value that we are giving here to that particular section, whenever we click on it, we will be moved to that particular section. Here I am providing hashtag about. You can see here I have for the section id equal to about. This about, it will call to this about. So whenever you click on this about button in the navbar, then it will move to the about section. Then we have another div for contact me button. Then then the navbar ends, and in the second div element we have the data. That is, first div we have the image, portfolio image. In the second div we have the information, that by using heading tags, that is h6 h1 heading tags, and span element is to highlight any value. Then we use span element and we'll give specific css values to them. Then we have the paragraph element to write description of description. Then we have another div element and button tag for download cv button. This is then the header ends here. Now let's go with the css also. Then here we are importing utilities.css file. You can see this is the utilities.css file. These are the you can say that these are the most widely used values that we are returning in one css file, and we are importing it to the main css file. You can see we have flex, this is displays flex. Then we have item center, align items is center. So now we don't have to write align item center to each and every section. We can just add this items.center as class to any specific section in the index.html. Then we will get this value over there. Justify between. Then we have button. For the button element we are adding padding, font size, font weight is given, border is 2 pixels solid, transparent. These all values are given to the button element, and you can see the button also in the image. Let me show you the image so that you can be able to understand it perfectly. Here you can see this button element. So this same button format is also used. The difference is that whenever we hover onto the download CV button, we will get the glow, like the blue color background will come and the contact text will convert into black color. For that we are here, what we are doing here, we are creating a button first having those same border elements. You can see how similar both buttons are, download CV as well as contact me button. Then we are separating them by using button primary and button primary hover, and button secondary and button secondary hover. So by changing small values, all the remaining values are the same. We are just changing the background color and color of the text. So that is how we are doing it. Next we have flex one, then justify center is center. So these are the most widely used one. So I'm writing in them in the utility.css file, and I'm importing it to the main css file by using @import. And root element is nothing but whatever the values that you want to use in this website, that is in the each and every section. You don't want to repeat those values. You don't want to write hash beat 3dcf03. You don't want to write everywhere. So you are giving a name to it and you are writing those values in the root element. And when the way that we call those values is by using var element. You can see here background var of dark. Dark is nothing but, here you can see dark. That means this color will be added to this particular background of the header section. So we are just going to import it by using var element. Then we have body, for that font family is added, that is poppins. Then we have HTML. Then we have star, that is the basic default values. Padding is 0, margin is 0, box shadow is border box. WebKit font smoothing is aerialized. Then we have header section, we are adding background color and clip path. Then we have container. This is the main container. This is default container. Maximum width is 1152 pixel and padding is given to it. Then margin is 0 and auto. Then this media query is for minimum width 576. That is 576 and above screen size devices only these values will apply. So responsiveness is nothing but, first you will try to make any website in the mobile version or in the desktop version. Then you will change those values just by changing their font size values or changing the display values. Like you in the desktop version we have lot of space. So what we are doing, we're gonna align grid by using saying that we can have 3 grids in the desktop version because the space is more. The mobile version we cannot have 3 div sections in the same row, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna change the grid type to 1 in each section. That means one after the another the div will be placing. So that is done, that small changes are done in the by using media and mentioning the screen size. Here I am mentioning minimum width is 576. That means 576 and above width elements, that means desktop tab version, these values will be applied to them. Then next we have header nav element, and to the left we are adding color, and for them we are adding these values. Text transform is uppercase. You can see here in the next you can see all these values are having uppercase only. You can see home, about, services, testimonial, work. Then we can see hover effect, that is primary, padding, margin right, padding, width, color, font size. We are giving value to each and every span element. You can see span element. I am giving this primary. You can see for the span element, that is developer or Abhiram Tej. These are under the span element, so they are getting different color than the remaining one. Remaining one are getting white color. So by separating those elements that you want to highlight more, you can use span element. You can, like here, you can see the span element. Here you can see for the developer I'm adding span element. Then section. Then we can go to the about section. Let's go to the about section. So now we are in the about section. You can see the main div, that is container, which is flex, displays flex, item center. You can see these all values are already available in which are available in utilities. So I am directly adding them as classes to that particular section. Then these CSS values are directly aligned to this particular section already, so that we don't have to write for each and every section, align item center, that these values we don't have to write again and again. So I'm adding them to the class section. That is the main reason why we have given use utility.css file. And we have first image section. Then we have another section for having the information by using h1 h3 elements. These are heading tags. Then we have paragraph element for the description. Then we have another div for social div, that is nothing but to have a social. Here I have added our what you call this. These are the main skills that I have used here. Then the section ends here. Here you can see that I have the small changes is there. I don't have, this is small. Okay, then the about section ends here. I forgot. Okay, next let's go to the CSS file. We can go to the about section here. That is here we are adding the height value to it. Then we are adding margin, bottom, font size, font weight, all these small values. Next we have font family /2. For specific one we can use this value. Then displays flex, you can see the about PNG, so that you can understand here. This for this social for these icons we are using display as flex. For displays flex is given. Then we can then we are for the anchor element, that is nothing but here you can see for these values we are giving anchor tag elements. We are adding background, displays flex, align items is center, justify item is center, width is 40 pixel, and because we are adding border radius equal to 50%, we will get an exact circle background, that is black color background to it. And we are using hover effect, and for the ion icons we are using, so whenever we hover onto the icons, for that we are adding font size and color equal to orange color. You can see the color orange color is added to them for the icons. And next section heading, section span, section heading plus paragraph elements. Next we can go to the services section. These all values there's font size, basic values. Most of them I have already covered in the utilities. Then we have service section. Then we are having container. The first container we are having h1 element, that is heading element. You can see section heading element, which is already given here. Section heading element, you can see color is given to that, and we are added color, text align is center, margin bottom is center, line height is center, so that just 1 second, let me show you the services image. You can see our services and heading both are added exactly at the center of the page. That is done by using this CSS value, that is text align center. Then we have a card section, card wrapper. In that we have div sections. In the first div we are adding an icon, that is a slash icon / then we are adding h2 element for the heading and paragraph element to let you know what the profession is dealing with. The same div element is copied again for 4-5 times. You can copy as many as you want, as many as many professions that you are doing. Like I am having web developer, I'm a web developer, video editor, e-commerce website developer, and I have a responsive web design also. I'm doing, I'm a Canva designer, app development. You can add as many as you want. For that I'm using each and every div, separate divs, and I'm wrapping all these divs in one div, that is nothing but card wrapper div. You can see all these divs are inside another div, whole div, that is nothing but card wrapper div. Then we can go to the style.css. Heading tags have been completed. Next, service section of service background we are giving. You can see card for the card wrapper. What we are giving displays grid. Grid template column repeat 3 1FR. So that is the reason we are having 3 elements. You can see 3 1FR means 3 elements are placed in one row. Then it will go to the next one. It will place the remaining one. Grid. This is how you use a grid element. And you can mention the grid column gap is 2rem. Grid row gap is 6rem. Column gap is nothing but the gap between each and every section is column gap, and the gap between one row to another row is column row gap. You can see a grid row gap 6rem. And for each card also we are giving background color is white, padding position is given to them, and we are also gonna give values to the ion icon, that is position is absolute. Whenever you give position as absolute, it will hover onto the element. So it will hover onto this div element, that is the parent element, and this icon will become the child element. And because we are added the position is absolute, for that we are given the values to make it center, and we are given color as dark color. You can see it is in black in color. And we are added you can see h2 element, paragraph element, we are given font size, color values, and we have given whenever we pour onto the card element, background will become dark. You can see the background color will become dark, and the text will change, this text color will change into white color. You can see here paragraph element, that the whenever we hover onto it, we can change the paragraph element will change pure, which is nothing but white color, and the ion icon will change into orange color. You can see here whenever you hover onto it, the background will change into black color, the text will change into white color, and the icon will change into orange color. That is done by hover effect. Whenever you hover onto it, this is how you mention hover. Next we have the section freelancer. Then we have small section, that is freelance section. In that we have h1 element, that is a heading element, then paragraph element, then download CV button. You can see that freelance website here. Just 1 second. This is the freelance website, freelance page. For that we are adding the text align is center, background color linear gradient, and we are adding the image. This is how you integrate two things. You can see here that we are added an image, and we have a light blurrish background, so that you can be able to see the background image. At the same time the text will be appearing darker way, so that you can understand, you can be able to know what text has been written on it. This is how you combine gradient with our image. Then color is added to it, clip path is given, then padding bottom, freelance h1, then paragraph, for them values are given. Then we can go to the review section, that is nothing but review section. This is the review section. This is also you can also say it as testimonial section also. Here we are adding the main div, that is a section heading. We have already gone through this, and paragraph element. These both values will be aligning at the center of the page. You can see this is the one. They will align our lines. We provide high quality services for your business. Align exactly at the center, because we have added section heading class to it. Then we have slider div. This is the main div. Inside we have single divs for each and every project that we are building. First we have an image, then we have paragraph element, then we have span element to add the person's name. The same div is copied again. Here I am copying it for 4 times, and I am using another div, that is slide dots div. This div is to slide from one section to one slide, because we are only displaying one testimonial at one time. Then to move from one section to this section, you can see these dotted elements below it. So when you click on it, it will move, and it will also slide frequently, like 2 seconds after it will slide automatically. So for that we are adding the values. Then for the slide value, we are aligning text line is center, displays flex, align items is center, flex direction is column. You can see one after the another they are aligned, and the entire values you can see they're aligned exactly towards the center. The image, the data, and the princess name is aligned exactly at the center of the div. Then for the paragraph element, we are adding font family, color, and margin, span. Then dots, for the dots you can see list style is done, displays flex. This is important because it will surely display. Justify content is center. You can see the dots are aligned exactly at the center. Next we have section view slide dots button. This is the slide dot button. For that we are adding the font size 0, width is 8 pixel, height is 5 pixel. You can see small dots. For that we have given these values. Color is also given to it, background color. Then we can go to the work section, that is our portfolio section. The work section, we have the main container. Inside the main container h1, that is section dot heading, then paragraph element. These both will be aligned at exactly at the center. Then we have card wrapper element. Inside that card wrapper we have a div. In that div is nothing but card div. Then inside that div we have an overlay which is span, this in span portfolio anchor tag with web development. And then we have an image. This same div is copied again. As many projects as you want, you can copy here. Then I will let you know why I have written it as overlay here. Class is overlay is given to it. First let me show you the image. Portfolio image. You can see this effect, the hover effect is given to it, that you will understand it. Let me tell you. So here I'm giving card wrapper is the main div that holds all the elements. So we are giving displays grid template column repeat 3 1fr. That is the reason we are having 3 portfolios, 3 projects, and then it will go to the next section. So here what I'm doing next, we have is the card. For that we are giving position is relative, height is given, and card. Then we are going for the overlay. Here I am giving position as absolute. So what happens whenever you give position absolute, then it will act as a child element and it will hover onto the image. That is the reason car rental web development, these two are divs. You can see here the overlay is a div. In that we have portfolio and web development. These two values are there. These two values will act as child and it will hover onto the portfolio PNG that we have given here. That is only happening here. You can see it will hover onto it. For that we are giving background color and we are giving displays flex, justify content is center. So the values will be aligned exactly the center. And it will happen when you hover onto that button. You can see whenever you hover onto it, then only the opacity value will become 1. Opacity is 0 means it will be, even if you hover onto it, it will not be visible to you. And whenever you hover onto the card, then opacity will become 1. It will be visible to you like this way. You can see here in the image. Okay. Next, for the anchor element, the image, then we can go to the block section. So now we are in the block section. Same way, in the main div we have h1 element, that's a heading, and paragraph element. Then we have card wrapper. Then we have div for card, and here we have the main first div, that is image wrapper, that is we are going to have the image. Then we have the second div for the card content. In that we are using anchor element and h1 element to add the data, and span element. Then we are adding paragraph tag to have more information, and anchor tag for no more button. Same div is copied again. For three times. Let me show you the image so that you can understand it perfectly. You can see I'm having 3 div values here, and you can see because I'm adding section heading, our log has been added exactly at the center of the page. So this card wrapper, you can see displays grid template repeat is 3 1fr. So we are going to have 3 aligned exactly in the row format, one after the another. And you can see here that for the image we are giving height width is given, object fit is cover, then card content padding is given to them, h1 anchor tag, and you can see for anchor element whenever you hover onto it the color will change, and then span paragraph element. Then we have read more button, the font size is given to it. Then for the card wrapper we are giving, you can see these are values. Then we can go to the card wrapper, that is for the contact section. Can go to the contact section. In the contact section we have the heading tag, that is h1 element, paragraph tag. Then we have again card wrapper div. 3 divs I am using here to mention 3 elements, that is one is phone number. By using ion icon I'm using for call icon. Then I am adding h1 element for mobile, and h6 element, that is heading tag, for adding the mobile number. Similarly I'm copying it and changing it into emailers, email name, email ID, visit office address. 3 sections I am using. Then after that I'm having a form, that is the form element I'm using. Inside we are using input wrap. One is the input div for both input elements, one is text and one is the email. The reason to use type element is that whenever you give a form, the user is typing any data into it, and if the user is not typing at the date gmail.com, then it will not consider it as an email at all. So it will showcase as an error that you have forgotten to mention at the date gmail.com. So it will give a validation before submitting your form to it, so that you can be able to get proper valid information. That is the reason every time try to mention type to it. Then we have another div for input text, and text area is given. Text area is whenever you want to have more space or more information that you want to take from the user rather than one liner, then you can mention this. You can use this text area and you can mention column and rows numbers. Then we have button wrapper. Here I am using button for the send message button. You can see the image, contact me image. Let me show you. This is the contact form. Because we are using section heading, it's gonna add exactly at the center of the page. Then I'm using the elements, that is our icons. You can go to here, card wrapper, card, text line is center, and then we are adding ion icon. For the ion icon, margin bottom is here, font size is 2 you can see the size of the icon. Then h1 h6 elements, for that we are adding the font size, color values. Then for the input wrap, we are using grid template column repeat to 1fr. You can see for the input wrap we are adding 2 elements. One is your name and your email. They are aligned here one beside another, because we are using grid template column is 2. That is the reason we are adding 2 elements. Then for the input wrap 2, we are using display flex direction is column. That is the reason we are having your subject, and then we are having your messages one after the another, because we are using flex direction as column direction. You can see flex direction is column. Input values, then for them we are adding the padding border values, and whenever you hover onto any of it, outline will become none. Button wrapper, you can see text line is center. The send message button, they are aligned exactly at the center. Next we can go to the footer section. In the footer section we have social media icon, that is Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, by using the anchor elements in photo social tag. And then we have second div, that is for the copyright div. We can see the footer and footer logo here. For the footer social elements, we are using margin top and footer social margin bottom. So color values are given to them. For the copyright element also we are giving color value. And site main wrapper, this is for the image that we have used in the first section. Then this is the mobile nav. For the mobile nav, you can consider this. You can see all these images, right? Images, index.html, logo file. You consider this as the mobile. Then in the mobile version, we don't have large space, right, to have the entire nav bar in the section, right? So what we are doing, let me show you. So we don't have this much space. Like in the desktop mode, we have a lot of space, so we are having the nav bar exactly the center. But in the mobile screen, we don't have that much space, right? So we are gonna hide that nav bar at one side by making it minus value, and then whenever you click on the menu icon, then it will come into the section by using the JavaScript. So for that, first of all, what we are doing is that for that mobile nav, we are adding position is fixed, top is 0, left is 0, z index is 1001, background is given to them, weight is 100%, these values are given to it. And then for the open, transform is called translate x direction is towards right side to left side, horizontal is translate x means from the horizontal direction it will move. So here you have minus 100%, right? So it will go outside of the mobile view, so we will not be able to see it. Whenever you click on it, this open class will be added to the main nav bar. Let me show you that. So here, one section, here we can see mobile nav. For this one, we will add this open class. When it will add means, let me show you the JavaScript code for it. So you can see here this arrow for this is for the slider dots that we have in the section in the client section. Here you can see what I'm doing. I'm referring those values, the times and mobile nav view. You can see here you can see hamburger, then mobile nav view and times. These three I'm referring here, and I'm creating three constants. then it will move to that, then it will add open to it. So open, what will happen to the open is what? Transform translate x equal to 0, so it will be visible to the mobile version. So it will come out of the -100 means it will go out of the mobile view, and translate x equal to 0 means it will be come inside the mobile view, and you will be able to see the navbar. That JavaScript code is done here. And whenever you click on the cross icon, you can see whenever you click on the class icon, then it will close, then it will remove the open style.css file. That means it will remove it. Then transform translate will become -100 again, so it will move out of the mobile view. So this is the entire code for the website portfolio. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe, and the source code is available in the description. Definitely try to visit the channel for more tutorials. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now we are in the navbar section. You can see the hover effect on the nav elements, and you can see the hover effect on the button, that is contact me button, and we have download CV button. Next you can see how we have aligned the data perfectly by having a proper space between them by using margin bottom. Then we have the social media icons. You can see the hover effect, the skills that we are good at. And next, in the next section, you can see this is our service section, and whenever we hover onto it, the background color will change, as well as the icon color also will change from black to orange. You can see that. Next we have the freelance uh, bar. Then we have our clients, and you can switch from one client to another client reviews. You can also call that testimonials section. Then we have the projects, recent projects. You can see the hover effect on them. Next we have our blog. See the hover effect. You see the image perfectly aligned, exactly the center, and you can see the box effect like the 3D box. Next we have our contact form. Our icons, and send message button. You can see the social media icons and copyright. This website is entirely responsive. That is, it is also available in mobile version. Let me show you it. Show it to you. So this is the mobile version. You can see how neatly we have aligned each and every section. Is aligned perfectly for the mobile size, and you can see the bar also. You can see by clicking on it, we have the menu bar. This website source code is available in the description. Definitely try to build this project, and if you want full tutorials are also available in the YouTube channel of our channel. And if you want to learn web development, definitely try to build this project. All the source codes are available in the description, and the tutorials also, line by line code tutorials also available in the website, available in the YouTube channel of my channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. And entire project is built using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Ion icons are used, and the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here in this project we have used AOS also for smooth animation and sliding. Here we are in the home section. Your name, as well as hire me. You can see the hover effect for both. Then We can see the hover effect on navbar, home, service, about, portfolio and testimonials, the contact. You can see the slow movement of your image that you want to display on the home page. Then the services that you are providing. I am added web design, web development and debugging. Debugging is clearing all the debugs or codes in the errors in the codes. Then we have mentioned our skills, the percentages, and you can see the smooth animation effect and how this refilling from 0 to the specified percentage is 0 to 90 and 0 to 80, 0 to 75 and 35. You can see the download CV button also. With this you can also download your CV on click. We have added the download attribute also. Then we have our portfolio section. It is all where you can see the web design. You can see here it is a website. It is a website here also. This is web design. So here we have all the projects. You can separate them by using these buttons. Like now we are at the website section. 4 websites are there. And then next web design section, we have only 2 web designs. And in the app section we don't have anything, so it is an empty. And in all section it will show all the items that are available. Next the testimonial section, you can see the swiper function, slide, or you can use the buttons also. Then we have a 24/7 contact, location, mobile number, email, as well as website. Then a form section, definitely try to use type in the forms like email or calendar, date, it is available. Then footer section, home, about, service, portfolio and contact. You can see social media icons like Instagram, WhatsApp and Twitter. All rights are reserved. This website is entirely responsive, that is it is available in the mobile version and as well as tab version also. Let me show you that. So first let me show you the desktop version. Here where this is the desktop version. Then if we slowly move on, this is the mobile version. You can see this is the menu bar. Here we have using then this is the home section. You can see the animation here. Let me show you. You can see the proper animation. Show you again here. You can see how the 0 to 90% HTML, all these. Then you can hear our portfolio section, then testimonial section. You can see how smoothly the movement of all the selected items are moving from the animation is very smooth. It is entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so it is very beginner friendly. You can see this. Then definitely try to make, or you can say you can definitely try to create the website. Don't just look at it and think that it has been done, so why the heck just let me just copy it. If you want to learn front-end web development, definitely try to do as many projects as possible. That is one of the suggestions I will give to you. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And we are going to we will go through line by line explanation. So continue watching this now. And the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now we are going to I will be going to explaining you line by line code. So we are right now we are in the HTML index.html section. You can see in the head section we have added the meta tags for SEO. Then we have the title tag to add the title of the website, that is responsive portfolio website. which will only show in the main on the top bar or in the website, in the Chrome or Firefox. Then we have linked bootstrap CSS file, CSS link here. Then we have, this is our custom CSS file, this style.css. It is available here. You can see this is the style.css file. We have linked it with our HTML. Then we have linked Google Fonts, Google APIs, and gstatic. These are Google fonts and links that we have linked them with our HTML. Then we have linked the bootstrap icon, CDN link, compressed data link. Then for adding animation, we are using Averse library. We have linked it to our HTML section. Here is the averse.css file. Then jQuery, we have added the jQuery link to the HTML section. Now we will go into the body section. Here we have the navbar, that is header section. Here we are using bootstrap. You can see expand navbar, light background white. These are bootstrap, and you can say shortcut CSS. By using the class name, we are accessing the CSS files that are available somewhere else using the bootstrap link. This is external link, you can also say. Then container field, here we are adding class names for mostly because of the bootstrap. And you can see style is available. We are adding the color to the portfolio. Then button section, then we have the unordered list. UL list is used for unordered list. We have list item, and we have an anchor tag with the reference as home, service, about, portfolio, and testimonials. Then we have button, that is to contact me button at the header section. Then the navbar section ends. Then in the home section, you can see here also we are using bootstrap, row, justify content evenly, align middle. To reduce the CSS, we use the bootstrap directly by using class names. We can add here, you can see justify content evenly means if there are two contents are there in the home section, they are spaced equally. The entire content are spaced equally. And align middle, they are aligned at the center of the page. Then we have the div section and h2. This is the main heading, that is hello, I am Abhiram Tej. These are the main headings. We have separated them using br. Br means break tag. It will cut the file, that is first we'll get hello, I am, then below we will get Abhiram Tej. Then we have a paragraph which says P means paragraph tag, which says I am a web developer having 5 years of experience in expertise creating website with fully responsive on all devices. Then we have a button with hire me, and another anchor tag with no more button. Then we have added the main try to, if it is your for professional use that you want to display to your HR for recruitment purposes or for job, definitely try to put one good picture of yourself, straightforward picture. I've used your portfolio PNG, which is this small PNG that I've used. This is an animation PNG I've used, but you can use your own profile, nicely done profile picture. Then after home section, we are in the expertise section, that is our services. Here you can see I am using div. The reason why I am using div is so that I can make every section separate. So here I am using div for heading purposes, that my services are providing cutting edge digital services. These will be the heading section, so I put them in one div. And then I am using another div for adding the services, like here I am having web design h4 here you can see, and the image icon service icon 1, it is the image for that web design. You can see the service icon here. This is the service icon, then service icon 2, and service icon 3. So here we have the name for the service, that is h4, using h4. H4 means there are total of 6 heading tags, h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6, and based on the order, the you can say the size of the font size of the will be reducing. h1 is the largest one, h6 is the smallest one, so we are using h4, that is medium, and p for paragraph tag. Then we are adding read more button using anchor tags. The reason to add anchor tags specifically is because to link the other pages, most of the time anchor tags are very perfect for this, and that is the reason definitely try to use anchor tags. And you can link also href. You can here in the href you can mention the designated website or a designated website link also you can mention here, so that on click on that you can directly redirect to that website. You can see that everything is divided, that is in the every service has its own div. Then we have web development and debugging. These are same. And then you can see here one of the important thing I forgot is data AOS. Data AOS is this is the animation that we are using. You can say in the first one I have mentioned here in the top, that you can see here for adding animation to website we have used AOS library. So we don't have to write all the entire JavaScript code, we just have to mention small class names. Here we are using data AOS, which is fade up. That means fade up is a small animation when slowly whenever you reload your website automatically it starts from the bottom to top. You can see that that is fade up. That is one of the animation style. Then we'll go to the skill section. Here we uh, you can see we have added HTML. Here you can see this progress, that is first the normal progress is 0%, and from 0% to we have specified some percentage, that is 90%. This is the starting percentage we have mentioning here. The other part will be in the script.js. By using the JavaScript we will be able to move from 0% to 90%, as I shown in the website. So it is to mention the starting point we are mentioning here as 0%. Then span text, this is HTML text. Then CSS and JavaScript and React.js. Next we have in the skill section we have another section which is we mention our details like my skills, about me and my experience, and then what I do, that is I'm a web designer, I have done such projects. And this is the mentioning in this two parts, you can say. and and I also added download button. You can see download CV. So whenever you want to let someone else download some PDF file, then definitely try to add this attribute, download attribute, and says give it some name. You can mention any name that you want. In that file name only the file that you have attached here in the href section will be downloaded. I have added some documents as empty document here. You can see here also it is an empty document I have added. There are a lot of attributes that are available, but most of the people don't use them. But if you want to give your website a professional look, definitely try to add the download button, so that if the recruiter sees it, then he may want to know what are your other things, if there are something missed in your portfolio, he just want to know your resume, and definitely he can simply download it and he will be able to know more about you, yeah, like your personal details also. Then we have come to the portfolio section. This is the heading bar, as I told before, creative work and check my portfolio. So in the portfolio section, we have used the filter by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So filter means here you can see in the button, first button we have all. In the second button we have website, third button web design, fourth button app. So website, there are some websites have added, then some web designs have added, then some apps have added. And when we click on all button, and automatically all things, that means the website that I have added, web designs and apps that I have added in the section should display all at once. So simply by using JavaScript, a small code, we are able to bring all them together. I will show you here also. If you see this is the first one. First card here you can see div class card. Then we have added the image of the first website, that is car rental website. Here I added, and I've added the name, that is car title. Then here you can mention HTML from which on by using HTML CSS I made it JavaScript. It is a website. Then you can see the read more button. If you see closely here in the div section, class post, Here you can see all and website. All means whenever we are going to click on all, and automatically all the blocks of codes that have the words as all will be displayed in the section. It is a JavaScript button actually. So to mention first, it is like a reference. You can consider this all and website. You can see here we have added data filter. All is added here. So whenever we will click on this all button, so wherever the all is added in the sections, those all will be displayed in the portfolio, in the section all at once. So you can see data filter website is there. So this is a website also, so I've added website. All means you have to bring everything. That means website should come, web design should come, even apps should come. So but this is the website, so I've added website. And you can see all as common in every thing. Here you also can all and website. Then we have all and web design, and then all and web design, all and website, all and website. So it is for filtering the data we are using this. Then the next section is the testimonial section. In the testimonial section, you can see this is the testimonial image. I will show you the image. This is the testimonial image. We have the heading, that is testimonial and client feedback. Then div section, we have like you can see these are like here we have divided the div section into 3 parts, so that actually that 3 testimonials are available. You can see that here from div you can see cardinal inner. This is you can say that it is divided into 3 parts, but whenever we are using the jQuery, so then all of them will come in the you can see here one after the other, like the buttons also. Then you can see the p attribute to mention, that is paragraph attribute to mention the client, whatever the client have said, h4 for the name, and small icon for to know what that person does. He's a restaurant owner here I've mentioned. Then we also have the preview as well as next buttons. These two are buttons. By using them we are going to move forward or backward to know the client's reviews. So you can see here we have used a bootstrap also, rounded fill. So to make it the background will be in round and it will be filled with a particular color. Then we have database target. Next we have the contact section. In the contact section we can see the same heading section, the div. In the div, then next we have another div where we have mentioned our information like I am from India, this is my phone number. Then you can see this icon tag also. You can see bi send fill. It is one of the icons I've used here, telephone icon. This is geo, means this is a global, what do you say, map icon. You can see in the Google Maps, you can see that icon. Next we have globe icon here. Icons represent, because as many people say, images speak more than words, because it will display more proficiency look to your website. So definitely try to use icons in your website. Then we have the form. Here we have here I am using div sections. Input type is text. You can see definitely try to use type function. Type will be more and more professional look to your email. If you mention email, so if the person forgets to mention @gmail.com, then it will show an error on the spot that you have not entered the proper email ID, email address. So it will be very useful. Definitely try to mention it. Then we have text area. For larger input section will only have small amount of space to enter data. Whenever use text area is used for large amount of like for giving message, you want to write a paragraph of message to the person, then you can use text area. Here I have mentioned rows. 5 means 5 rows will be allocated. You can see in the website also. And submit button. We have used bootstrap so that it reduces most of the CSS work. You can see here also rounded fill. It is one of the CSS class that we have used here. Then we have the footer section, the quick links just like the navbar, home, about, service, portfolio, and contact. Then we have our social media links like Instagram, WhatsApp, and Twitter. I've added them in the button function so that on click on the button we can move to that specified website also. You have to mention in the href, you have to reference. Href means reference. You have to mention the www.twitter.com, www.whatsapp.com. So you can mention in the href section. Then copyright is mentioned in the paragraph. In the footer you can see bootstrap javascript cdn and aos library, that is animation library javascript. And to initialize the aos library we are using aos initialize duration 1000 is means 1000 millisecond, is very small, you can say 1 second also. And then offset 50. The reason to mention the javascript libraries in the bottom of the html section is because they take more time to render. So before that time the remaining part will be easy to render, and uh, the user whoever wants to look into your website, he doesn't feel like, oh, I have to wait for so long, because the remaining part will be displayed, like html css will be displayed. JavaScript is the functionality, so we don't until unless if he doesn't click on the navbar, if there is no navbar to display, then what is the use of having the JavaScript over there? So it is better to always have your JavaScript links at the bottom of the HTML page, and mention script tags. Definitely use script tags. These are the internal tags, you can say. And I have mentioned the script.js. It is here you can see script.js. Here I have mentioned the JavaScript. Next we will go to the CSS, that is style.css. So I am using the font family body, that is entire body, that is entire HTML page will get this font family as Poppins, which is from sans serif, which is a famous most widely used font style, you can say, font family. Then font weight is 400. Font weight means you can see normal, if you mention 100, that is like very thin. If you mention 400, 500, 600, you can get the bold look of the words. That is font weight, that is width of the font, the letters that are the letters width will be changing by using the font weight. You want to see the bold one, then you have to mention like 600, 800, you can mention over here. Menu icons, then we have border is none, background color is white. It is hashtags, you can see hashtag FFF means white color, to add the background color as white. Then font size is 1.5 em, that is the size of the font or the text that is available in the website. You can see this the nav dash menu is the class name. Nav dash menu, I will show you in here. Just 1 second. It is now here we are in the nav section. Here you can see nav item, then here you can see nav menu. So for this nav.menu class, we are going to add, whenever you are using class, then you have to add dot. If you are using id, then you have to add hashtag. So remember that for classes we are going to add dot before the class name, and for IDs we are going to add hash before the ID name. Then color. What is the difference between background color and color? Background color is the if you say there is a small text like AK, the AK color, the text color is orange, that is the words that are present. To change the color of it we use color attribute. And for background color, if the you can say that AK background is black, you want it to be white, then we use background color FFF, that is white hexacode, you can say. Then navbar, nav anchor tag, this is how you, if in the navbar section we have an anchor tag, let me show you. And this is the nav, entire nav, it is navbar. Then we have an anchor tag over here to this, so this will act as a parent. In the parent we want to go to the anchor tag which is child, then we have to mention like this nav. dot navbar because it is a class, then the child space, give some space and select the child, that is anchor. That is anchor means a tag. Then the anchor tag will get the color black and position relative. Positions are like, you can say, uh, positions are one of the most important CSS, uh, what you say, CSS functions, you can say, like position and then flex box and grid functions. Definitely try to know them because it would be very easy, if you master these things, you will be playing with CSS. There's nothing that won't be easy, hard for you to do, because these positions, you can say, in, if you create a small menu card, in the bottom of the menu card you want to add like a small, what you say, add to cart button, you want to add using add to cart button. Then if you directly paste the image, if you add the image inside of it, the image will be placed at center or at one side or left. By using the position, you can change position relative means, the image, the whole card becomes the parent. Then based on that parent image, the small, add to cart but image will be like relative. If relative means it will move based on the parent image. If you put absolute, absolute becomes that it will hover onto the parent element and you can move it to the location, like you can move left to 0 or a right to 50. So like that you can move the icon by using the position. So definitely try to learn position, flexbox, grid. These are the most important topics. You will give by using them you will get a very professional look to your website. And then we have navbar. This hover effect is whenever we hover onto the, whenever we put the mouse on that particular button or particular anchor, then if we have an hover effect, we have mentioned here anchor tag hover. So whenever this happens, right now I'm hovering, I'm moving the mouse pointer to hover. You can see a small box is opening saying element class navbar nav. Just like that, it is also one of the hovering effect only. So just like that, whenever you hover onto an anchor tag, then the color of it will be changing into the orange color here, as I mentioned here. And after is this after effect, what do you say, after before is also very important. uh, let me tell you one second. Here if you see in the website, I've shown you, whenever I hover onto the button, it automatically moves top side, or in the navbar section, the you can see a line coming in the bottom of the word, that is home. Then whenever hover onto it, you can see the change in color into orange, as well as you can see a small line below that word. So here you can see it is position absolute. Then we have added a background color. The transition width, the width is 0.3 seconds is the time or duration to move. Ease is the transition that you want, that ease in out. Ease means it will slowly fade out. Then it is 0 seconds. Then left is in, here you can see the width is 0 first. This is the first starting period. Before you didn't even hover it, you were just having plain navbar is available over there. So before you hover, this is all the word, this is all you mentioned as that. Whenever you hover onto the anchor tag in the navbar section, like here is after hover after, the width will be equal to 100%. So what is that width? The line that is generating, that whenever we hover onto the home section, the line is increasing. That line which is invisible before, now is visible, which spreads, because we have added here animation, that is transition effect is added, which is 0.3 seconds to display. The width is first 0, then it will be increased to 100%. So it will display in the bottom. So yeah, after and before effects are like very confusing, uh, but it is one of the most important things you have to learn. So you have to put more concentration on learning before and after effects. And hover effect is also, hover effect, it is very easy, you can learn. So try to learn after and before effects. Then we have C button. border. This border is the background of the image. You can see here we have the border. The dark border is there. This you can see. You can just once again. The blue color line is the border. So you have to mention border is none. The background color, font size. So I'm just mentioning these are like very simple. You all know them. Like font size is the size of the font that is available. That is the text. Font weight means the boldness of the text. If you want it to be thin, then you have to mention like font weight is 100. If you want it to look like bold, font weight is 800. So it's like very simple. Padding, margin, border. There are like three things. Border is the exterior, the outermost body. You can see the blue line I'm showing here now is the outermost body. That is border. Margin, then the if you in how to say, margin is the what to say, there is an margin. Then we have padding is the innermost area. Padding is the innermost area. Then we have the margin, that is middle area. Then we have the border, which is the outermost area. There's three background areas that we use. Here I have mentioned padding, that is 30 pixel. uh, Here we have like top, left, right and bottom. So we have mentioned padding for each side. And then we have margin top. uh, then font line height means line height is an attribute where you say the gap or the line, the length of the height. You can say 4m. um, rem, pixels are the most used one. Rem means 1 rem is equal to 16 pixel. Then we have tags, home section, you see margin. These are all similar one. Here this transform, function, transform and transition. These two are like for the, you can say they are the animation functions or animation attributes that are available in CSS. Transform, here translate y minus 20 pixel. That means whenever you hover onto that button, it will move towards the y side, towards the y direction by 20 pixel height. So it moves top side 20 pixel. Then the duration, transition, how much time that will take to move from that particular line to the top is that is 1 second. 1 second, whenever you hover, it will just move upward. In text decoration, if you see, whenever we add anchor tags, you can see the default decorations will be there, like underline, blue color will be defaultly on the anchor tag. To remove those default decorations, we use text decoration as none, so that it will remove all the decorations. Then we can add whatever colors we like. I've added here color orange, so in the default we have it blue. No, I don't want to have blue, so I'm removing all the text decorations using text decoration as none. Then I'm adding the color. Here if we also having after, so whenever you hover onto it, you can see here also we have like the underline function will be there. You can see color, the color will be changing, as well as it will move. Then we have transition, hover, after effect. So scale, that is it will be like scale means you can say it will increase its size, like small, very small. If you mention it in negative, it will decrease in size. Here if you mention in scale x1, if you mention scale x 0.1, it will push into innerwards. If you mention 1 or above 1, it will be like expand. So it is scale x, or you can say x direction. Then we have home image floating. This is like you can see in the home section, the image that I have placed, the profile image, it is continuously moving from right side to left side, right side to left side. So here I have added the floating. Floating is like simple animation I've used here. So it has 0%, it will be a transition x, that is 0. In 50% transition x minus 24, that is it will move towards left side first. Then whenever it is 100%, then it moves transition 0, that is it comes back to 0th position, that is moves one side, then comes back to the same position, moves one side, comes back to the same position. So it is floating continuously by using here. Keyframes is one of the most used CSS function, you can say. Next, we have heading, small font weight. You all know all of these things. Text decoration to remove the text. Text align center is to align all the content at the center of the website. Use text align as center. Next, border radius. uh, Border radius, how you let me show you border radius. Border radius, here you see small white box is available here, RGB, before RGB. If you use border radius 0.7, the edges of this box will be circular. You can say that it will try, it will, the border of the box will be sharper right now. So if you use as border radius 0.7, it will try to be, it will be like in the circular motion. Slowly it will be like losing its sharp ends, and you can see the smooth ends. You can see now on a dining table, the edges will be like very smooth in a curvature model. So by using this border radius attribute, we make the any rectangular shapes or any hard edge shapes into circular shapes. And if you mention border radius as 50%, the entire square box will turn into circle, entire 100% circle. So it is border radius to change the borders of any object we use. Then we have text align is there, transform, transition, duration, I've told you. Then uh, circular progress, gray background. We can also add gradient, 3.6 degrees, 0 degree. These are like gradient ways. Most of the time I use 90 degrees, 90 degrees gradient. Align, justify, display flex. The reason we are using display flex here is because we have like 4 skills: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and CSS. So, to keep them all in one form, we are using display flex one after the other. And as by using display flex, we don't have to mention again. In the mobile version, it will automatically, when the size reduces, all the 4 skills will form one after the other. When the size of the website increases, that is from mobile version it is moving to the desktop version, then um, the skills will move back to its original position, that is HTML, then CSS, then then CSS, then JavaScript and React.js. It will move based on the size. The items are aligned at the center, the content is aligned at the center. So before, you can see here also we have before and after. These are one of the most important things. So whenever you hover onto the what you say on the on whenever you hover onto the skill, the size of the box will increase and it will expand. You can see it in the website. So that effect is added here. The position is absolute, that it becomes top. Then height and width is increased. Then the border radius is 50%, that is borders are made circular. Then background color, then these are all, color, font size, font weight. Here you see hash means whenever you want to refer to any ID that is available in the HTML section, because here you can see it is a class. It is a class. We have navbar is a class, so we add dot before classes. We add dot, like here see post dot is there. If you add IDs, we specify as that my button container is an ID, so I have mentioned hash. Then transform, transition, duration, color, these are same ones, you can see. Then anything new, background color, margin left, box shadow is none. Box shadow is used, you can see that whenever we hover on to any objects, if you see in any websites, you can see that darkness is there, like it is like 3D printed on the website. So we can use the, by using the box shadow, we can make the effects on it, so that it gives a very professional look. Here we are not using it. I'm telling you box shadow, why it is used. And then we have like
That's all. Social links are available. Hover effect we can change by hovering onto it, the color will be changing. Then we go to the next section is script, that is JavaScript. So let's see, here you can see we are in the skill section. I've shown you that from 0 percentage to whatever preferred percentage that you have mentioned, to that percentage you can see the flow, that is 0% to 90%, it will move automatically whenever we load the website. Here let's see, here I mentioned it is HTML. Let me go and show you in the HTML section so that you can understand it perfectly by using examples. Where is it? Here you can see in the circular progress you can see HTML. So I am referring to this HTML bar here, dot HTML, because it is a class. Then what I have, then I want to HTML value to, I want to know the HTML value. So what I have written the HTML value in here, HTML progress, the HTML value is 0%. Here is a 0%. So I am bringing that, so I am referring over here, that is HTML progress is has the value 0%, and I am taking that value 0% and I am placing that value in HTML value attribute. So now I'm also, so now I'm also initializing HTML starting value 0 as I've shown before. Now HTML end value is 90%, that is I have 90% proficiency in the HTML section, so the end value is 90%. HTML speed is 30 milliseconds, that is the movement of the moment you can see in the website. Whenever the website is loaded, automatically it moves from 0% to 90%. The speed at which it is moving, that is mentioned here, that is 30 milliseconds. So here we are mentioning let progress HTML set interval. This is a function, this is an arrow function. You can, if you use this arrow function, is there, normal functions are there, but arrow functions are mostly used in the latest ES6 version. We are using arrow functions. So we are increasing HTML start value plus plus, that is we are incrementing the HTML start value. So it is incremented once. Now HTML value, that is here we have taken the HTML value which is 0%, the text content HTML start value. So now I am changing the content, that is you can see here I have 0%, right? So now here the HTML start value is incremented, that is now right now it is 1. If it is 1, then I am changing that value by using the dollar. I am changing that value, HTML start value is changed. So now HTML progress style dot background, here I am using a gradient which is actually a CSS color. You can say hash FC861F is a color. So it is start value multiplied by 3.6. It is the moment, you can say uh, the background color, the progress color, that is one, if it is moving from 0 to 90%, right, the color is mentioned here, that is comic gradient is moving right now. Then if HTML start value is equal to HTML end value right now, so this process will continue. Right now it is 1, right? Why 1, it is not equal, so it will go back again, so it will increment again, now it will be set, the value is set to 2. The HTML set value is 2, so how the HTML end value is 90. Here you see it is 90, but this value is 2, so how it is not equal, so it will go again. So this loop will continuously run until the HTML start value is equal to HTML end value, which is 90. So whenever it is equal to 90, then the interval will stop and it will pause, that is it will stuck at 90%. That is I have HTML, I know HTML, that the entire progress of the HTML is 90%, and 90% it will stop. So HTML speed, this it is the speed, you can say what at how much speed from 0 to 90% the radar is moving, that is mentioned here, which is 30 milliseconds. And in the similar way, just as HTML progress I have mentioned here, just like that, if you go here we have CSS progress, JavaScript progress, React.js progress. Similar code I've copied again, like here this is the JavaScript progress, CSS progress. The entire code is same, just I've changed the values, like JavaScript end value I have mentioned here 75, CSS end value, then next I have React end value as 30. So I've just changed the values, end values, and have maintained a similar code, and I referred in the HTML in the index section, like here JavaScript progress, React.js progress. So these all have the same code, like 4. Then we have filter section we have used in the portfolio section in our website. That's all.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here in this project we have used AOS also for smooth animation and sliding. Here we are in the home section. Your name as well as hire me. You can see the hover effect for both. Then we can see the hover effect on navbar, home, service, about, portfolio and testimonials, the contact. You can see the slow movement of your image that you want to display on the home page. Then the services that you are providing. I am added web design, web development and debugging. Debugging is clearing all the debugs or codes in the errors in the codes. Then we have mentioned our skills, the percentages, and you can see the smooth animation effect and how this refilling from 0 to the specified percentage is 0 to 90, then 0 to 80, 0 to 75 and 35. You can see the download CV button also. With this you can also download your CV on click. We have added the download attribute also. Then we have our portfolio section. It is all where you can see the web design. You can see here it is a website. It is a website here also. This is web design. So here we have all the projects. You can separate them by using these buttons. Like now we are at the website section. 4 websites are there. And then next web design section, we have only 2 web designs. And in the app section we don't have anything, so it is an empty. And in all section it will show all the items that are available. Next, the testimonial section, you can see the swiper function, slide, or you can use the buttons also. Then we have a 24/7 contact, location, mobile number, email, as well as website. Then a form section, definitely try to use type in the forms like email or calendar, date, it is available. Then footer section, home, about, service, portfolio and contact. You can see social media icons like Instagram, WhatsApp and Twitter. All rights are reserved. This website is entirely responsive, that is it is available in the mobile version and as well as tab version also. Let me show you, right? So first let me show you the desktop version. Here where this is the desktop version. Then if we slowly move on, this is the mobile version. You can see this is the menu bar. Here we have using then this is the home section. You can see the animation here. Let me show you. You can see the proper animation. Show you again here. See how the 0 to 90% HTML, all these. Then here our portfolio section, then testimonial section. You can see how smoothly the movement of all the selected items are moving from the animation is very smooth.
It is entirely made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so it is very beginner friendly. You can see this. Then definitely try to make, or you can say you can definitely try to create the website. Don't just look at it and think that it has been done, so why the heck, just let me just copy it. If you want to learn front-end web development, definitely try to do as many projects as possible. That is one of the suggestions I will give to you. And if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section. And we are going to we will go through line by line explanation. So continue watching this now. And the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this plant store website, responsive website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript with night mode and light mode, as you can see here. Now we will go to the navbar, home, about. Before that, the source code for this website is available in the description and you can download for free. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here we are in the home page of the website. Home, about, products, FAQs, contact us and night mode to light mode shifting button and explore button. And here we have our social media icons: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can see by using swiper, that is AOS, we have used the transition. And then steps to start your plant collection: choose plant, place an order, get plants delivered. Next we have, you can see how smoothly the animation is taking place. The plants, the add to cart button. Then we have the most common asked questions. It is a small button function. Then we have contact us form. You can contact through this number or write an email. This is the form. You can subscribe to our newsletter to get the latest updates. Our address, phone number, social media icons, and we accept all types of credit, that is payment gateway. Now we will see the website in the night mode. Whatever website you are creating, if you want to implement night and dark mode, definitely try to use bright colors in the dark mode so that it can be appealing to see. Like here I've used bright white color and dark green color. Home section, about section, the collections, products. Then we have FAQs, most asked questions and answers. Then you contact us, and footer. It's the with subscription to our newsletter and credit card details. This website is entirely responsive for desktop, tab as well as for mobile devices. Let me show you. This is the desktop version as you've seen before. Let me show you the night. This is the mobile version. You can see the menu bar, home, then we have about, then products, and most commonly asked questions, contact and newsletter. And you can see the light and dark mode available on the menu. Now header, you can change from light mode to dark mode. Then the website is also available
in the tab version. This is the tab version of the website. When definitely try to implement this project by yourself. You can find the entire code. The source code is available in the description. Try to practice as many projects as you can to improve your front end work. First, if you are very professional at HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then it will be very easy for you to implement these websites in the React JS, because React JS is one of the most widely used front end framework. So definitely try to master HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and I also try to learn the latest versions like HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript, ECMAScript 6. This is the desktop version. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell icon. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front end works and designs. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's start uh, going through step by step code. Right now we are in the index.html file. You can see the header tag. In the head tag, we only add meta tags for SEO purposes, and we link fav icon png, which is actually the header tag png. You can see a fav icon, which is a leaf icon I've used. Then we link remix icons. These are actually icons which are mostly used for professional videos. These icons will give you a very professional look to your website. Let me show you. Uh, you can see here these icons, the social media icons are fav icons. We just integrate them into the website by linking those website link to our index.html file. Then we link our styles.css file, which is here. Now we add the title, which is the responsive plans website. Then in the body tag, first we'll enter into the header section. The header section is the topmost section of the page. You can see here this topmost page is the header section. Then we have an nav bar. In the nav, we are adding an anchor tag with an I element to add RI leaf line, which is the one that we added in the first one. That is the leaf icon, as I shown you before. Let me show you again here. You can see this icon. Then nav logo icon. It is a class name. Greenifies the website. Then we add a div. Inside div, we use an order list for our nav elements: home, about, products, FAQs, and contact us. Each have an anchor tag with h reference, a hash about. This h reference will act, which will use it to move from one page to another. That is from home to about. Whenever we click on about, we'll move to the about section. Then if we click on the product, we'll go to the product section. There is a link. It is an ID which will be connected to that particular section. You can see this is the home. We have a href as hash home. So let me show you that. Here is the home section, and we have the ID as hash home. So this is how we connect the nav bar elements here, so that whenever you click on those elements, you will be redirected to that particular section. Then we have another div, that is RI close line, which is to close the menu bar, which will be in the mobile version. You can see it in the mobile version. In the desktop version, we will be having all these nav elements, but in the mobile version, we will be only having we will only have a small icon will be there. Whenever we click on that icon, the entire nav list will be shown, and whenever we want to close that list, we will close line. That is, it is actually an X element
which is we are using an remix icon, so we are using calling it as ri close line. This is how we integrate remix icons into our website. You just have to use I tag, and you have to mention the class and the class name. Here close line means it actually represents X in the remix icon set. It is an entire bundle. Then we have theme change button. RI moonline. I will show you the moonline. So this you can see here, the moon beside contact us is actually a remix icon. By clicking on this button, we will change the color. We will move from light mode to dark mode of the website. So that is integrated over here. RI moonline is the change theme button. Then we have RI menu line, which is actually menu button. By using this menu button will be available to the mobile version itself. In the desktop version, we will be having all the remaining. We will be having this entire list, but in the mobile version, we cannot have that much space. So we will use menu icon, and whenever we click on the menu icon, the entire menu bar will be displayed. Next, right now we'll go to the main section, which is the entire section of important section in the website. In that, now we are in the home section. We add a class and ID. Then in the first section, you can see we are adding home PNG. I will show you the home PNG. Here is the home. This is the home PNG. Then we are adding a div to add home data, that is h1 tag for writing the heading of the first section. The heading tags are total of 6, ranging from h1 to h6. As we move from h1 to h6, the size of the text will be reducing. Then we have paragraph tags. Paragraph tag is mostly used to write more data. Whenever you want to write more data, then use paragraph tags. Then we have an anchor tag for explore more button. And whenever you can see here, I have mentioned hash about. So whenever you click on this explore more tab, you will be moved directly to about section, where you will get more information about the website. So this is how you integrate another sections using anchor tag. So most developers use anchor tag widely. Then we have another div for social icons. So you can see here also href I am giving the facebook.com website links, so that whenever you click on it, you will be moved directly to that website. And I am using I tag, which is our remix icon tag for RI Facebook fill. So automatically we'll get the Facebook tag. You can see here Facebook, then Instagram and Twitter tags. You can see in the followers section. Next, that's all about it. Then when we will go to the about section, in the about section you can see about section container ID is about. Then we have the div, and we are giving the about image. About image, let me show you the about image. This is the about image. Then we are opening about data. The reason to use div elements is because it will separate the details for you, and it will make them into one big section. So it gives very good understanding about which section is available at which part, and we can be able to use CSS functions more easily. So next we have h2 element for writing the name, paragraph element to write the small information about us, like I'm using here is 4000 and best reviews and all about it. Then we have about details, where I am mentioning what we are like 4 main points about the website. So here I'm using paragraph tags and RI tags to that is remix icon tags. You can see these icons. Let me show you them to you. About PNG, right? Here you can see this tick mark is there now. We always deliver on time. Before that one, these are all remix icons. So I am using by using I tag, I am calling them RA checkbox fill. This is actually a remix icon. This is how we integrate remix icon into the website, and these are just informations. Then we have an anchor tag for shop now with the RI arrow right down line, which is actually here you can see after shop now we can see a small arrow, which is the remix icon. We integrated it using the I icon here. I tag
and we called it using class, adding the class name. Next, we are in the steps section. That is how we can buy a plant, or how to we order it. So here we have, as similar to the before section, we are using div to separate elements. Then we have h2 element for the name tag. Then we have another div for containing another div for containing the major three steps. Here I am using the first step. In this we can see 01, which is actually a small container. I will show you the image. It will be more easy for you to understand. Here you can see this is the steps that it follows. So here we have three divs, 1, 2, 3. Then inside those divs we are using other small divs for 01, 02 and 03. And you can also see an hover effect whenever you go to the CSS files. I will tell you, whenever we move the cursor into this file, then automatically this 01, 02, 03 will move upward direction. It shows small animation to the website. Uh, Here we are using paragraph dot to write the elements. Then we are repeating it 3 times, and we are using grid. Next, we are in the product section. In the product section, uh, first we are writing HTML element for section title and paragraph element for small information. Then the product list, you can see we are using a div, and we are using article to specify each and every product we are separating using article element. So it is one of the recently updated version in the HTML5 article. Then we are using div element for product circle. I will show you the products. If you see closely, let me zoom in for you. You can see a small circle behind the product. That product circle is actually made using this. Here, I will show you. Here we are creating a div. We are not mentioning any information here. We're just giving a class name as product circle. And by using CSS, we are creating a small circle, background circle with a green color. So it gives small digital look towards the products. Then we have the image tag for products, and then we have h3 for product name, span for product price. You can see here it's $10.9 product price, and we are integrating a cart icon by using the remix icons. You can see integrating RI shopping bag line, which is actually a remix icon. Then we are copying those icons like several times. The same thing here. I have integrated like total six products. I can show you the images: one, two, third, fourth, fifth, and six. Total six products. You can have as many as you want. Then we are in the question section. In the question section, we have the first element is h2, which is the name of the title. Then we are using a div element. In that div element, we are using header, and a header tag for adding the main, that is h3. I will show you in the image. It will be more with. You can see this is the heading of the section. Then I am integrating. Then I am having 5 total, 6 questions. I am recently asked questions I've added, and I'll show you. So you will see this header element only in the first section. You can see my flowers are falling off or dying. So it is entirely closed. This is the header section. Then whenever we click on this header section, then this small div will open up, and we will see plants are easy way to add color, energy, and transform your space. But which planet is for you? Choose the right plant. So this is the answer for it. So whenever you click on it, then automatically it will open up. You can see the second one. How do I choose a plant? So whenever you click on this thing, then automatically it will open, and the plus icon will convert into cross icon, so that whenever you click on it, it will close back. This is similarly, I've copied it like 6 times, total 6 times. Then we are in the contact section. We are in the contact section. Then we are adding the
section title, that is reach out to us today. You can see the image here. This is the footer section. This is the picture. You can see here. This is the contact form you have. Reach out to us. Then here we are adding contact details like call us, giving the mobile number and email address by using span and I tag for mail line. It is also a Linux icon. Then we have the contact form. We are using input. I've always tell you to use type function. Here I'm using email as type, so that whenever if you don't mention at the date gmail.com, then it will won't accept. It will show an error to you, so that it will give more professional look to your website. Then here type is text, the subject, you can mention subject. Then text area, whenever you want to add more information, like you want to let the user give message to you, suggestions to you, then use text area. You can mention how many rows you want, how many columns you want also for this, so that it give more amount of space for the user to type. Then we have submit button, and I'm using arrow right up line button for which submit. So it gives the reason to use icons is that it gives more professional look. That's all, not because it is necessary or something, but it gives more professional look to your website. Next, we have the footer section. I'll show you the footer section. This is the footer section. We have Greenify heading, subscribe to our newsletter, which is an H2 element. Then we have Greenify heading, then H3 element to subscribe our newsletter. Then we have input type email, which is for the this newsletter, this input icon that we have created here. And you can see here for subscribe, we are adding another I tag, which is adding remix icon, that is RI arrow right up line. You can see here the arrow beside subscribe button, which is showing towards top side. Then we add our address H3 unordered list for list items. Then we add the data. This is the one of the ways we add the elements in a list manner. There are two types of lists. One is unordered list, which doesn't give any numbering or alphabet beside it, and another one is ordered list, which will give like A, B, C or 1, 2, 3. It will show. Then we have footer content. H3 element, that is contact us details, we can mention here, and social media icons. Like this is how it will be shown. Next we accept all cards. By using a div element, we are integrating all 4 cards, so that to give credit, that we accept all types of credit cards. And we using paragraph tag for last, all that reserved. And this value that you are showing hash 169, this gives you can see this copyright symbol. So to integrate copyright symbol, you don't have to download any JPG. You can just use this value, and automatically that symbol will be integrated to your website. Then we have scroll up. This button, show you that visible. You can see here this small button that is available at the bottom. So whenever you click on this button, you will be moved back to the starting page of the website. That is the scroll up button, and we use JavaScript for that. I will explain it in the JavaScript section. Then we are integrating script tag, that is scroll reveal, which is a JavaScript library, one of JavaScript libraries which is used for for animation purposes and for scrolling. Then we integrate our main JavaScript file. Is here. This is the main JavaScript file. So next we'll go to the style section. So first we will import Google Fonts using this link. Import. This is how we import any link into the style sheet, by using import and URL, and we mention that URL in between. Then the root is the root. You can say if you want to repeatedly use any values, like I'm using first color also, I don't have to mention everywhere RGBA this value, or I've mentioned hash 123, so I don't have to mention all of them. I can just simply give all those values in the root element, Then I can use, by using var, I can simply call those values wherever I want. Like I will show you an example of it. Here you see in the text area, font family var body font. So I just, by using typing this, I will get this value, body font value directly. You can say body font value directly. So this is how you integrate values that are repeatedly that you want to use in the website. It is a very good thing for developers, because it will let you uh, easily change values. If you want to change the values of the website, then you don't have to go through each and every line and check where I've given these values. You can just change at one place, and entire values wherever they are represented, they will change automatically. So I am using here first color, uh, then the values like colors, text colors, then body color, then container color, then body font, big font sizes, H1 font. I'm mentioning these all font sizes before itself, then I'm just gonna use var to call them up. And these are like margins, margin values, z index values. Next, we are using responsive typography. That is when these values are for the desktop version. For the smaller version of the mobiles, like mobiles, we require smaller size of font size. So we will change those values here. That is the reason we are adding edited media screen, so that whenever the media screen size is minimum, that is 968 pixel, then automatically these values will change in the root section, and we'll get new font values over there. So this is how we integrate or we change values for the responsive websites, or for mobile versions of that. Next is the base values. Then we have that first one, hash, which is star, which will apply for all the things. That is box shadow is border box, padding is 0, margin is 0. And HTML, where I'm scroll behavior as smooth. This is one of the uh, functions that we use. For smooth scrolling, you can see like this. For smooth scrolling, we add that element. Then body button input and text area, we are having the font size and font family as used before. So these all values are very similar to your font size, font family. The font size is the how much length the font that you want to have. Margin, padding, and border. Border is the external. You can see this is the border, that is the external one. Margin is the innermost one. Then the innermost value that changes is the padding. So whenever you change the padding value, then the size of that particular image or particular box will reduce. That is, it will shrink itself. So whenever you uh, change the margin value, it will move. And border will move the entire box up, below, or down. We can move using border margin top 20 pixel. Then automatically above that product will get 20 pixel space, and the product will move down. So that's how you use margin, padding, and border. Border mostly we use for giving a strong line. Like you can see, there is a this line is the border of this box. Next we have button cursor pointer. If you see, this is the arrow, and if I move here, then you can see a hand symbol, that is a cursor symbol. So this is how you integrate it in the CSS, that is cursor pointer. So that is whenever you hover onto the button, you will get automatic cursor will visible. Border none, outline none. Then we have color, font family. List style is by default, list elements have some style like underline or dot before them for separating each list values. So by to change them, we use list style as none to make so that it will be in plain way, so that we can add our own styles to it. And similarly to the anchor tag will be in blue color and will get underlined. To remove them, we use text decoration as none. For images, we are using the max width as 100%. This is the basic one. So whenever you integrate any image, this is the first default values that we want to have for the images. Then we have theme section, that is body, dark theme. For the dark theme, we are using these colors. For the light theme, we will use above colors as shown before. Then change theme, color, font size, cursor pointer. This change the theme is actually the button. The button that we use, that is a moonlight button. Let me show you this button. So whenever we click on this button, these values will append onto it. These values will add to it, and the color will change in dark theme. So these are all the color changes that will apply to the dark theme. So that is whenever we click on that moon button and dark theme is applied, the background colors will change for steps background or dark theme for questions background. So these all backgrounds will change. Uh, Next we have next section, that is reusable classes. That is section. For each section we don't have to mention every time. For about section, for home section, this is the padding. So we are mentioning a section and we will add that section to all the class to all the sections, so that it will be applied to all of them. And section title will be same for all. Section title center will be same for all. That is font size, margin bottom, then line height. Then section title center, that is texture and the values will be aligned at the center of the page. Then container values, that is the entire space that every section takes. Grid, whenever we add grid, we have display grid element. As I shown before in the product section, this is actually display grid. So all the elements will be aligned in a grid format, that is one after the other. Then main overflow hidden. This overflow hidden means that whenever we it goes out of the maximum length, then automatically it will remove those elements, and it will make it hidden, so that we don't get any unnecessary what you say errors in the website. Header section with background position fixed. Position fixed means the header won't header will be still. It you can see if you put position smooth, then as you move from one section to another section, the header will also be will be visible in each and every section. And if you put position as fixed, then it will only be available for the first section, that is on the home section, and when you move to the about section, the header will be invisible. It will not be visible in the about section. Z index keeps the sections about top of all. That is, if you want to place any item at the top other than all items, then use Z index, which gives higher value. Whoever has the higher Z index value, it will be shown first. Transition for animation in dark mode, that is transition. You can see that the elements will move in the animation as I've shown in the, let me see if I have it. The video is not playing here. Okay, fine. It is an for animation purposes, for transition effect. So this transition is, that is how much time the animation should take place. Then navbar display flex is used to align content in the home section. You can see by using flex item, we are moving these all items one side of the and having a space here. You can see we have space between. So the heading and the nav elements will have a space between them, and they both will be moved to each ends. That is how you mention like this: justify content space between. Then nav logo, nav color, we are adding color. Texture transform. Uh, Texture transform is used to make if you have like smaller case elements and you want them to be displayed in uppercase, then we use this texture transform in the CSS to make them uppercase. You can see here greenify is in uppercase, but in the index.file it is in the lowercase. So by using this CSS function, we can make them into uppercase. It is just to let you know. You can directly mention here in the index itself. You can directly give it as in the uppercase. It will also be done. So just to let you know, like there are more uh, like you can, if you want to change any data is there and you cannot type entire data, then you can easily you write in your own way in the smaller case also. Then just mention text transfer uppercase, then entire data will be in uppercase. So whenever you have like more data that you want to change, but you don't want to type all data like in uppercase or some upper in lowercase, then you can use this. Display align elements. Column gap is the space between. Then you have media screen. For minimum width of 766, it is actually for the mobile version. So this is actually, so whenever the mobile screen version decreases into the mobile version, from desktop to mobile version, then the entire nav bar will move towards the column and it will move outside of the display position. So whenever you click on the nav item, the nav button, then automatically it will come back. It is not gone entirely or not deleted, just moves out of eyesight. It will be not be displayed because we added overflow hidden, so it will be hidden, it will not be visible to us. And whenever we click on that nav button, the menu button, then automatically it will come forward, because these values, by using these values, position fixed values, we change them. And then transition, you can see by 3 seconds of transition will be displayed. That is how much time it takes from to showcase. Then we have font elements, nav list. These are like small, you know them all. Box shadow is to add box shadow is used to add, let me show you box shadow. This section I used box shadow. So whenever you hover onto this, you will see a small box shadow around it. So that is like small line of, you can see a line that will come, which is box shadow. Uh, or you can also see in here, you can see the small box shadow here. So whenever you hover onto it, is an image, you can see in the website also. Then active link, it is for, so whenever you are moving from one section to another section, we want to change the color of the heading elements. That right now I am in the home section, so I want this to be in active state, that is in green color. That means that I am in the home section. So when I move from home section to about section, then I want this color to change from home section to about section, should come into green color, this should come into black color. So that CSS I'm writing here, that is here, you can see left background color is where first color. So this color I'm mentioning here. By using JavaScript, we'll whenever we are moving, then automatically the the size will be there now. So that value will change. So automatically it gives a very good edge on it. Then we have the home section. You know all of them. Font size, font color, position, transform. Transform is to rotate 90 degrees. This is whenever you click on an icon, and automatically it will rotate 90 degrees and it will show you. That is home section. Social media icons we have used for. That is these icons. You can see Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Then yeah, these are all things you know. Very very similar items, similar values, color, font weight, font size, transform, transition, not that much important. Then this all CSS is very all items will be very similar. But if you want to learn CSS, definitely try to learn master CSS first. Flex, definitely line flex, grid, and transition effects. So it will give very good edge on it. Um, this according open, I can tell you about according open. Right, I can change color of themes. So this according open is for the question section. So whenever you click on this button, then you can see this pop up in the green background. So this is available here. This background color var equal to first color, which is a green color. So whenever you click on it, whenever it opens up, then you can see that green color and you can see the data. This is mentioned here. The color similar color, nothing. Font size, border, contact input, these all values. Then the index, align items, These are similar values only. They are like most of the time we use them. CSS is like repetition values only. They only for particular items we use it. This scroll up, this is the button that I've shown you before. I think it is in the footer section. This one, the scroll up. Then we have show scroll up next. This is WebKit scroll bar is actually the scroll bar we have here. This scroll bar, if you want to have a scroll bar, then we use it. Here you can see width is 0.6 rem and background color, we have mentioned the background color, and uh, this is how you integrate a scroll bar into your website by using CSS. Then we have breakpoints, that is for smaller devices. There's only small changes like margin, weight, font sizes we change for the smaller website designs. Then for medium devices, by using at the date media screen, we will mention and minimum width, how much minimum width that you want, like 760 is for like mobile and tab, and above 1000 it is for desktop versions. You can see these values. 992 this for website or desktop version. So the small changes in values will be there, that text values or font size values, so it will change. All the same values will be there for the desktop as well as for the mobile, just some small values will be changing. We are not adding any new values to it or new uh, what you say, new things or new classes will not be added. So same values, these values will change. Next, the JavaScript. The JavaScript, first we are going with the menu. So we are creating three constants, that is nav menu, nav toggle, nav close. So nav menu, nav toggle, nav close, we are getting element by id, which is a document.get element by id will do, what it will do means it will go to the index.js file and it will search for that id. It will search for that id element, that is you can see nav menu id is available here. So it will connect with this div element. So now those value will now be called as nav menu for the JavaScript. So first we'll validate if the color is show menu is available or not. So here we are using add event listener click. So whenever we click on it, whenever we click on the button, then if we first will add show menu button, it will add the menu. Then if if the menu is in that particular section and if we click on it again, it will close the menu button. So we will remove the menu, show menu, then it will automatically disappear. This is actually combination of CSS and JavaScript. We add show menu class to it. If you add the show menu class to it, then the nav bar will be displayed, and if you remove the show menu option, then automatically the nav bar will disappear. Next, remove menu mobile. So whenever we click on each nav link, we remove the menu icon. So when we click on one icon, we don't want the nav bar to display to continue display. Whenever we click on one nav element, then we want we want to move to that particular section of the website, and we want the nav menu bar to disappear. So this is how we add it. So we call the nav menu icon, and we will remove the list if the link is inactive. Then scroll header, that is changing theme background, so it will change. Next we have question add-on. I have shown you before question add-on, so this is the same one. So whenever you click on it, you will get this displayed and the answer will be displayed. So this is how you do it. Scroll item for each item. So item dot query selector, so question header, first we will select that particular item, then we will check that whenever we'll add event listener will what will it will do. So whenever we click on that particular value, you can see if I clicked on this my flowers are falling off button, then it will give a trigger. That trigger will be heard. So whenever the add event listener is to listen, so whenever the click is happening, then automatically what will do, it will toggle the icon, and the information will be shown. Like here you can see, whenever I click on it, it will listen to it and automatically it will give this class list will be opened up and the answer will be displayed. So this is how by using the JavaScript we do it. Next, so by adding and removing the slash date, we can remove it. Next, we have the scroll section active link. So whenever we are scrolling from one section to another section, we automatically want the color from changing the active status. So if here the home section has green color and underline, which indicates that we are in the home section. And whenever we are scrolling from one section to another section, we want this green color and underline bar to display on the about section whenever we are in the about section. So that will be done by using this. So what we will do means, first we'll check the current offset value, that is the page height, and we'll get the attribute id value. So every section has its own id value. Then we will check, then for each section id we add active link button. So whenever we add active link is a css, this active link will have that color equal to green color and border will be displayed. So whenever that particular section id which we grab from the website, that id will get this active link added, and whenever we don't the id is removed, that means we are not in that id, we are in the new id, and it will be removed. So that's how we change, automatically it will change. Then show scroll up, is scroll up button I've shown you before, that if you click on it, then automatically it will add show scroll up and it will move towards up direction. Then dark theme changing button, then I've shown you before also, this moon button. So whenever we click on it, then it will change the theme of the website. Then selected theme and selected icon, these are like dark and light icon, these are all the values that we are giving. Then so if the theme is in dark, so we are also validating if the user has already clicked on it and it is in a dark mode, and you accidentally you refresh the website, but it will remember those value, that if previously it was in dark mode, then it will also showcase in the dark. This is a small code that for which we use it. It will validate, it will check before what was the theme before. Then we have active and deactivate the theme link. So whenever we click on that button, then you can say that whenever we click on this moon button, it will come into dark mode, and whenever we click on the sun button, it will be in the light mode. So that added here. Then we have the scroll reveal, that is all the these all items like home data, home image, home social, about images, or all the class names for all the sections that are available here. So for all these sections we have class names. Those class names we are integrating here for scroll reveal. That means whenever we refresh the website, first these datas will be displayed one after the other. That means it will come from top to bottom. The duration is 2.5 milliseconds. Then the values they will be visible. So each, and then the next, first the home data will be displayed. After 500 milliseconds, home image will display. Then after 600 milliseconds, home social icons will display. That's how the smooth animation is done by using the scroll reveal, which is a JavaScript library. This is how you add the scroll reveal. It's a very small code, and I'll show you the images. This is the home section. This is the about section. Then we have the place order, then products, then questions, footer section. You can see the entire website here. Here's the first, second. Definitely try to make this website. I've added the source code link in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section.
Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this plant store website, responsive website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript with night mode and light mode, as you can see here. Now we go to the navbar, home, about. Before that, The source code for this website is available in the description and you can download for free. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here we are in the home page of the website. Home, about, products, FAQs, contact us and night mode to light mode shifting button and explore button, and here we have our social media icons: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can see by using swiper, that is AOS, we have used the transition, and then steps to start your plant collection: choose plant, place an order, get plants delivered. Next we have, you can see how smoothly the animation is taking place. The plants, the add to cart button. Then we have the most common asked questions. It is a small button function. Then we have contact us form. You can contact through this number or to write an email. This is the form. You can subscribe to our newsletter to get the latest updates. Our address, phone number, social media icons, and we accept all types of credit, that is payment gateway. Now we will see the website in the night mode. Whatever website you are creating, if you want to implement night and dark mode, definitely try to use bright colors in the dark mode so that it can be appealing to see. Like here I've used bright white color and dark green color. Home section, about section, the collections, products. Then we have FAQs, most asked questions and answers. Then you contact us, and footer with subscription to our newsletter and credit card details. This website is entirely responsive for desktop, tab as well as for mobile devices. Let me show you. This is the desktop version as you've seen before. Let me show you the night. This is the mobile version. You can see the menu bar, home, then we have about, then products, and most commonly asked questions, contact and newsletter. And you can see the light and dark mode available on the menu header. You can change from light mode to dark mode. Then the website is also available in the tab version. This is the tab version of the website. When definitely try to implement this project by yourself. You can find the entire code. The source code is available in the description. Try to practice as many projects as you can to improve your front-end work. First, if you are very professional at HTML, CSS and JavaScript, then it will be very easy for you to implement these websites in the React.js, because React.js is one of the most widely used front-end framework. So definitely try to master HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I also try to learn the latest versions like HTML5, CSS3 and JavaScript, ECMAScript 6. This is the desktop version. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front-end works and designs. Thank you.